What up, what up, what up? And welcome to another section of this Terraria Reboot. I've got a few minutes to kill, and before I switch games and do some stuff, I just want to kind of highlight over some things that I've attempted to illustrate before. It's been about 2 days since I did a stream, and the cause for that is two things. One, the GTA video that I've been working on from last Friday's car show has run into multiple hiccups, and in an attempt to not get frustrated with it, I set it to the side for a minute so I didn't get too angry and I didn't give up on it. So I've set it to the side for the moment, and I'll complete it within the next day or so. And I've also while taking a break from that, I was trying to sort out my Terraria data. I've been playing Terraria for a bit over 4 years now, and I've watched this particular game change 4 or 5 times. I've got this game on the PS3, then the Vita, and then the PS4. The latest update changed the PS4 version, but I discovered that um, my worlds and my game data was so intense that unlike normal players, I can't go from one map to another. Say I can't quit and then jump from one map to another map. It causes lag and distortion. It makes me move slow. The special effects don't follow with me. So once I begin to stream, I have to basically stay in one world. So in an attempt to fix this, I went through all of my worlds and I had a shat load. I had maybe 12 or 13 characters, and I had over 17 or 18 worlds, and then I had what was on my cloud data. Now I've discovered that what was on my cloud data not only acts as kind of god mode characters, not in the sense that they can't be killed, but more so in the sense that their materials never run out. And anytime you re-download the whatever ones you've got from the cloud, you can reestablish all of those old items, whether they were max stack items or things that you couldn't get in the game any other particular kind of way. Also, creating a loop. Say if you built one with nothing but buildable materials and mechanical materials, then you would have an endless supply of the ability to be able to create whatever you want wherever you wanted. Um, as I discovered that this is easiest with other characters, I also discovered that I could do the same thing with worlds. I can host all item worlds, and it's okay if they get torn apart. I found that I have 5 of them, actually. I've got 5 all items worlds that are stored in my cloud. I also found the ability to change some of those and update some of those to incorporate new things to where I can still change and create multiple types of things and coloration things and, the ability to bring whatever item or tool in a character that I need and be able to provide all items worlds for other people that'll never get distorted because I have them saved on the cloud. One of the items rooms that I found, I actually did have all 6 um, dev armors. And I think I had the wings stored somewhere else, but the odd thing was I could only find 5 of the wings and not 6. There's a total of 6 devs, and I could only find wings for 5, I think. So that was peculiar. I may have them somewhere else or stored in another thing. I'll have to check later, but for the moment, that's what I have. This one, this is more of an informational thing, so we're going to kind of explain. I've got 2 of these worlds here. The reason there are 2 here, one created on the 19th and one created on the 14th, this original one from the 14th, after the newest update, had opened it up to do a give items to friends thing and an all items world for people, and I didn't realize, but a lot of things got demolished, as they tend to do when you host those things. That's why I used to never save in them, but somehow the game data overwrote even without the autosave feature turned off, and powering it off didn't skip that process, and it saved a lot of the stuff from where people took stuff and destroyed stuff and so on. So I re-uploaded the last one that I had from the cloud, which still contains the all items and everything, but without the destruction. It is minus 1 piece of pixel art, and it was the 3rd Deadpool that I had put to the right of where my castle was. So that's the only thing I do believe that it does not have that the other does. It's the other still has all the items, and I have since started a new world after the update. Actually 2, but one got overwrote. Somehow this new world order is a friend of mine's world that somehow overwrote onto mine, so I had to create a second one, and then this second one I've begun creating a farm. I'm thinking that I will still keep one of these as my all items and continue to save things there, but I've also figured out how to duplicate things now, and a couple of other little tricks where I can turn a single teleporter and make it take you to 3 different places. Um, So that's all something I've got working and functional within things. Let's see, and then this, and this are all worlds that I have on my cloud, but each of them is an all items world. I think that was this one. I think is from the original update. This one and this one, I believe, are one update past that, and then yeah, and then this one is the newest, and this one was the one just before that. The 1.24 was the one just before that. So this one is the newest version of the all items worlds that I have, other than the one that I created, bringing my total for new worlds up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 all items worlds. And then this one that I've just now begun. And this one will be the one that I operate from 90% of the time, unless I need materials and need to jump back. So what I was going to do was show you the destruction that fell upon this world. Then I'll jump back and show you this one from the cloud and what's missing from it where it's not destroyed, because I decided that it would just be easier to remake this Deadpool than what it would be to go back and try to find all the missing pieces, torn up blocks, wall pieces, and fragments, and try to repair any damage done to this one, because there's no telling how many items it could be missing, not just because of the things that people took, but because of when it did the update, it took some items out, and in taking those items out, I don't know precisely which ones were taken out and what I would have to hunt down from each individual one to come up with missing parts. So I'm just going to, instead, I took a picture the other day of the Deadpool from here, and I'm going to recreate it there. It's not very hard to do. It's actually pretty simple, and when I show you, if you have Terraria, if you make it to a certain point or you get bored and you have all the materials and you're wondering what to do from that point, be creative with it. I mean, this game is, it's not just something to survive, and it's, and some to socialize with 8 other people, but there's like little mini games that you can do. You can do like a capture the flag kind of deal, and you can do um fight multiple bosses together and waves and hordes, and but you can also be creative and you can build things and sculpt things and do something in an original way that you won't see a lot of people doing. And that's actually what I'm going to try to work into this new map. I'm going to try to do some of the things that I've done before, but I'm also going to try to incorporate some new ones like capture the flag castles and multiple pirate ships, a sunken pirate ship, an underwater sea lab, and just all kinds of stuff. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of pretty ideas for this one. I've got multiple pictures saved, and then bit by bit I'll be working on each one. I will most likely take one of these, say this all items area, because this one has a lot of the materials listed out on the map that shows the colors and how they're shaped and formed. And I could take one character in, fill up his inventory, piggy bank, and safe all the same, and take exactly the materials I would need to build whatever section I need. And then since this world is on the cloud, I just re-download it and still remain with all those items. So for now, let's jump into this first one. This is the one that I put on here on December of 2014, or I'm sorry, 2017. And you'll see the little damaged areas, what I was attempting to go for. Certain places I've actually since accidentally locked myself out of. For some reason, since the new update, see that divot in the line there? This line is as far as I can go with this update. For some reason, the older ones could go higher, and it also had the ability to zoom in and zoom out. Well, it no longer has those functions, and I had hidden all of my NPCs over here in the top right to keep them safe and out of harm's way and away from things, and it was, indestructible, and I was going to make my C-Lab there. But in doing this, since that cap got raised, I actually can't access any of these rooms anymore. I can't make it up to this door to actually go in with them. So, as you can see, from right here, this area here all along the top was initially built to house all of the NPCs and have them in the surrounding start area, which was, it's literally right there. So in my new castle, I'm actually trying to build the center of that castle from that point instead of vice versa. So as you go down here, this area was costumes, just costumes. This area was all the armors. This small area was the weapons. This small area was the dyes. This small area was the tools. This was actually a friend of mine's room. We started this area together, so I always left his room be, and I built our castle and his room around it. This one was my room. It had my 5 different loadouts. This gold room here is actually a safe room. for all the NPCs. I can flip a switch and automatically, second after second, new NPCs will flood into here and continuously pop in. So uh, this room was the liquids room. Through this room, I could duplicate any liquid, and I could pour it into this vat to transport to somewhere else or pump to another location as I needed. Or I could also make each different mixture, because honey and lava make something, honey and water make something, water and lava make something, you know, and all the combinations of. And then this was my all items room. This was the crafting room, which is, it's decorated a little funny, and it is surrounded by lava because I was initially going to make it like a stomach, like a pit for, like a belly, you know, and this would be the proverbial belly of the beast. And up here, from this mountain ridge, I was going to build up and have a snake head that was drooling lava, and the lava would consistently flow from here and downward, consistently, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistently flowing, I suppose. Um, and I may still revisit that and do it a bit better, because I think I could, because I got to take these levels down anyway. Anytime the lava level is almost at the top, then it makes any pump overflow, and it'll start to flow off of there. Really, I only need probably about to right here full, and then from this chamber it would pump up to, and eventually fill it up again. The problem is disposing of it. You only have so much area in every map to dispose of whatever liquid or whatever. And over here, as you can see, I've quarantined this section from here down because all of this has been is an overflow dump for the lava contained from this area. You see this little line right here? I've got a secondary pump hooked up here that stops it at this level. So this is all I need for this to flow. And as it does, the access, anytime it begins to get full or the levels get too high, I just turn this pump on. This pump automatically drains from here all the way down to hell and dumps into this overflow section here. And this is all the castle that I built. This was the little arena. I built the arena right on top of where the castle entrance was, and I extended the castle entrance over to a skull that on his nose used to be a little switch that you press the switch and then you could walk in, and like when you press the switch, his jaw would drop and you would actually walk in through his teeth. And there was a little pressure plate on the other side that as you stepped on it, the jaws would close behind you and keep you safe. In this the arena here, the center arena, was filled with hearts and mana stars to keep you consistently refilled as you passed by and fought any boss. There was a save point just here so that you could, once you transferred over to the arena, you put your save point here and you go into battle. So if you still died, you still just pop up right here and drop right back down into battle. Any potions and boss things that you needed were in this. Lava would flow from this pump down and around, hitting these funnel pieces and dripping down right here. And these blocks here were every other block that would bleed through. Now when it's on, I cap it all off and the only overflow goes to here, meaning that the lava flows down from here and then down this funnel, creating a wall that the NPCs have to pass through here, and then they have to trench through it. They have to walk through it all the way up to here to get at me, where I stand during the horde things, during the raids, so to speak, when a bunch of minions come after you. And there's a series of traps here, 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 and here that are all pummeling these things at the same time. Oh, and here, like spears and spiked balls drop down. Now this area becomes solid. When I flip this switch, these walls become solid, and this becomes solid instead of every other block, flowing in and trapping all of those NPCs that are trying to get in here to me, and controlling how fast I can fight back other things while keeping myself safe and my mana levels and health levels high. Over here was just a cute little pirate ship I built because I had never really seen a decent looking one at the time. They have since made the sails out of different material that I have yet to start using. This is the little teleporter that drops you into it because I didn't actually want to put it on the boat. And then, let's see, that's that. What about over here? This is actually a teleport area because that was as far as I could get it to travel at one point. Like, this was too far. It was too far to go one teleport all the way over to there. So I'd have it teleport to this room, which at the time was the size of the screen, and then another junction to head straight over here. there is a bit of a railing system that I started to build here, which was difficult without the flying saucer, but this railing was going to go from each island on and over, starting with this one, and it was going to go to each island on a roller coaster in and around, giving a tour of sorts of the different areas and such, and then dropping you off here somewhere to some kind of ramp, if I could, that just ejected you down into the water and into the sea lab, so that you got a nice, decent tour of the entire place. This was a collaborative tree that some friends of mine built, and inside it contains different sections of gardens and so on, and materials from plants, and a couple of rooms, and let's see, these are the pixel art pieces that I made. Just those 4 Deadpool pieces are just pixel art. Each one is flat, so you can walk past it, but each toe or bottom or crotch area or whatever has a small platform that's wooden and painted that you can actually stand on in front of these pieces. But the colors with paint don't change. And say that piece, for instance, I chiseled away with the edges of the guitar to give it that gnarly shape like this, but it still appears on the map as an 8-bit pixelated piece of art. You see, and this one was done the same way. This one is the one that I'm going to have to rebuild, because though on the map right here in first view, it does hold that. It'll actually be with this thing, with the hover thing. This will be a lot easier now, but this hasn't been shaped like the other 2 yet, but this is the one that I'm going to have to rebuild anyway, so I just took a little snapshot of this the other day. Let's take another one, just in case. And pull me down and get one more, just in case. See? And then this used to be the armor area. This is it up close. I had made, there's dodge right here, weapons, throwables, range, magic, all types of weaponry right here. This was my personal room. Gold room was the safe room. This was my buddy's suit. This was the upper rooms here, were going to be the NPCs. This starlit tree was going to light the way down to the rest of it. This small tool room teleports, houses all the tools that are in here, and then has a teleporter that took you over to the crafting room. The reason that I brought the crafting room here is specifically because of this little box right here. That's the only, you can only make certain items from chests or benches that are already created in the game that you cannot manufacture. So instead of trying to bring this one thing or not have this one creative tool here, instead I brought the whole creative room here and created a safe place for it all. And then you got the entire, all these little metal walls here. These are all the things from the crafting area. This teleporter that's set up was eventually going to take you over to the liquids room. I just had to, or wanted to, reorganize how this went because of its positioning. It's accidentally got the overflow in it from the castle defenses, because the castle defends the same way that the arena did. So the same way that this has its own defenses and a lava level, this one too had its own, and so did this one. This one would actually flow. If you notice, the top of the base here looks like a volcano, and I made that in such a way that lava would trickle on down this thing and crash into it, and then have to come all the way back around to funnel into this area, which was the pump. And this would keep an even flow with both on each side. Yeah, this teleports over to the liquid room, and then the liquid room was going to have another 2 chambers here and here that teleported over for other functions. But one, I don't remember what I was going to put in there. 2, apparently I never got finished putting the walls in for here. Apparently I only got as far as here and here. Looks like I ran out like right there. This one, it looks like I got built. I just didn't seal it back up yet because I had not put a teleporter into that room yet. I'll be doing something of that sort. Oh, this. Oh, wow. Almost forgot about this. This used to be a secret room I used to store my my armor sets and stuff in here. What I would do is I would put the chests down in here, and then I would fill them with lava so that you couldn't survive down inside there. You had to be in here with it, and there was a hidden switch in here that would drain the whole thing. And then the overflow actually from the castle would be what I used to fill that back up, so that even the access was reused. And as you can see, I'm actually having problems with that too. It has already flooded another area and is bleeding over into this one. I'm not quite sure how far that goes. I may need to investigate that later, because that's probably going to be on the other map too. But this one, like I said, I'm not keeping this one. This one The only piece that it has that the others don't is this. And this little tree, I actually free-formed that. I made that myself. And it was supposed to be a mixture of a tree from like Kirby, and I tried to give him like Sideshow Bob hair. It didn't quite work out the way I wanted, but I also put a room in all 4 points in each of his hands. I built a room. Somebody tore it up right there though. And then in his hair, there is a hidden room that this is actually, you can pass through this, but you can't notice it on the map. You can pass through this, and there's a hollow spot in here for his room, and another for the mushroom, and then whatever other two NPCs I had decided at that point would be moved to there. And then my favorite thing is my Death Star. This took a lot of time, and when I turn this thing on, there's a switch in here that's a series of pumps that will make this flow. This thing will move, and it will generate. Not really generate. That's not the word I'm looking for. It will it's animated basically. It will make it so that this flows through. And actually, if I thought about it, I could put another right here with a 1 second timer on it that made this flash red as if it was shooting all the time. I could totally do that. I never considered that before. Going to now though. Let's see. I believe that's an entire tour of here. I don't particularly need anything from here. I just wanted to show this world and what in its entirety is in here. This is, I will probably still build that sea lab right there and put another ship here. Because I'm still going to use, after I rebuild the other one, I'm still going to make this my all items place. This will be a map where no one joins me. I just want to finish building the damn thing, dude. I already spent so much time working on it that I want to have one map that's mine that has all these little treasures in it where I don't have to worry about people blowing it up or messing up, because you can see a lot of the statues and stuff missing, floor pieces missing. They created an overflow in this when they broke it. But wait, what the hell is that? There's a series of boxes over there. What was that? Let's go see what that was. Let's go forth here. What the hell are these boxes? Ugh. Ugh. It's all busted up. Let's go down here. And let's flip that switch. Oh, look at that. See, some wires across and they turn it on when they shouldn't. Alright, little buddy. Ain't no time for you. The hell is in these things? Looks like a bunch of nonsense. Oh, wait. I know what's in here. Or what was going to be in here. Those costumes and things that I had won from whatever battles up here. Oh, whoa. I shouldn't be running around with this stuff. What the hell? Oh, I forgot to put it up yesterday. That probably means that my character is currently carrying quite a bit of inventory. Let's take a look. Safe. Yep. Full. Piggy bank. Yep. Full. Okay, let's go dump this stuff before I freaking forget. Because that's all I really wanted to display here. And I'm going to have to restart in a minute anyway. And two, I was also waiting on some friends to play GTA with in a bit. So yeah, let's get that stuff over there. Save and exit on. Is there anything I need from here? Because I'm not going to be keeping anything from this level anyway. Because I think most of the stuff got broken or raided or freaking something. Hell, I can't even carry it anymore. What the hell am I talking about? So let's dip out of here. And I'll show you how I know that it's lagging on me when I make it over to the other one, that there's a delay, both in speed and animations and things of the sort. I'll show you. Alright, so let's test and see. Yep, see how the little bubble thing that protects me didn't actually pop up? You can see the little twinkle of it following me, moving. Or this thing, the orbital thing, you can just kind of see the swirls of it, but you can't actually see it itself. So I can make changes and do things here, but the animation sequences, and like if I travel too far too fast, it will become blurry and laggy. So for right now, I can only put away what items I had intended to bring here, which I think I've got some spare chests here. Oh, poop, but no room for them. Oh wait, yes I do. Hang on. I'll put these down here, because there is... I do want to do some building here, so in a moment, I'm going to check and see how long it's going to be before my friends and such catch up and get on, and I'm going to... Hey, these are all armors anyway I can put in here. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these things away and then check on my friends to see how long it's going to be. And even if I don't go straight to GTA, I may still have to stop and restart this stream because I don't want to start doing anything or building anything and this thing lag out on me, or put those in there. Lag out or stall on me and have to redo anything I previously built. So let's take this, just put one here, and then let's tear up this and this, and let's place in here this and this, other direction though, and let's place in here, let's first take out this, replace it with this, all of these, let's just put them back for now. This is just old armor sets, not necessarily anything else particularly using, because I wasn't using whole sets of things. These to go here, as well with this, and this. I almost didn't spot that before. I think all the rest of these pieces are together, both bug sets, yes. 2 bug sets. It is, both the narrow and the wide. All 3 of those, all 3 of those. 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah. 2, 3, 2, 3. Egg set. This was the only piece that did not have a triple set. The tiara was the only thing that got left over from the princess look from the Princess Zelda. Used to be 2 princesses in here. One was from Princess Mario, and the other was Princess Zelda. I'm sorry, not Princess Mario, Princess Peach from Mario. And then others were just backups. I was trying to make sure I get it. At some point, I will turn this one into an all-items map too, because I love displaying all of them, and I've always wanted to make one world where I did it right. And this one has a good foundation. Like, it's small, and I can do a lot here. We can have some fun here without it taking too much area. After I clear certain spaces, I'm going to make an arena-type space. I'll probably stretch it from about right here on to about here, possibly. Yeah. Leaving this as a skyward base. And actually creating an entire map, top to bottom, schematically laid out, as a versus place between these. I'll probably keep the line cut to about there. That's fucking deep enough for a PvP arena. I'll leave the rest of these worlds for places that'll be fought. I'll have links to each of the different bosses, to the arena, which I am again going to build here, but this time on this castle, I'm just going to put a bigger skull unit on this that opens at the mouth the same way the old one did. Even if I have to change the block color or something like that to make it a standalone piece, because this is already pink, I think, and the ones that I have are blue. One of the ones that I had with me anyway. I preferred the blue over the green and the pink. because both of them, they look an assortment of different colors. But yeah, you can tell I've already explored some. I still haven't fully gone down. I hadn't had a need to yet, only simply because I was going to um, wait until I had all the keys with me to go through and open each and everything. And I was going to do that after I created an exploring kit um, that I was going to make to farm other places, because I know this one map is not going to provide me with everything I need. So I was going to make one to set up a new home from, and then another that was for nothing but farming. No structures of any kind would be built into it or anything of the sort. Um, this stupid thing looks like a hat right now, but I'm going to dome it from the center. The center being, when you spawn in, you spawn right here. So right there is dead center for everything. I've got a wire that's run to up here, displayed right here at this point. What the hell is in here? The box that I need to start. Yep. And can I still not use this? Oh, I can. It's finally fixed. Okay, cool. That's cool. I've been trying to fix that for a little bit. It'll only do it if the room is closed off and has the doors and all the walls and shit up. So that's cool. But I'm gonna dome that off and delve it into the ground. Like, I may make a perfect sphere out of it, but I'm at least gonna dome from here down and from here down after I center it back up. And I either chisel off whatever I need to or add on whatever I need to, depending on how big I'm gonna make this damn thing. And then I'll probably tear down the walls and such inside of here to remake for whatever size I need for them. I may actually take all of this storagey bullshit and move it to another location somewhere below ground, most likely covered in lava as in all items world, and then just stick a teleporter somewhere inside of here to reach you back down to that area. I may have a series of things that, like a series of teleporters listed out to where to start from, to go through to collect any and everything that you may need throughout the game, and have them all locked in into different areas down throughout here, you know what I mean, spread out so they're not all crunched in right on top of each other. I'll leave this place for like all the main NPCs that I can get and so on. Also need to explore hell to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. Got almost all of that one done. Need to explore it a bit more this way. Go ahead and open that crap up. I've gone through a good bit of this, but still this area and this area. And, there's still a good bit that hasn't yet to be explored, which I like to leave a little bit of mystery to it. So, but I've actually, considering how the other one went, I've explored a lot more of this one than I had the others. Or maybe I had to restart the others the way they mapped out too because of the restart thing. Oh, if you're wondering what that one teleporter right here is, this is my cloning area. This is the spot that I set up because I figured out how to clone, and part of it is you got to kill yourself. But I fill these chests up with whatever inventory I need to do, which right now is just these, and then I pick them all up and kill myself in a fashion. I'll make a video later displaying all of that and how to do that stuff. But that's all that is. It takes me up to an area. I use a different character that doesn't have any armor or anything to do it, so that when he falls off and hits, it's instant death. Let's see. I think, are these things empty? No, I put all of those crafting materials in those things. So the rest of these are okay. Let's put this and this in here because all of these are whole costumes. So from this point, pause it all. This is every costume. 2, 3, 2. Oops, nope, this isn't. Take that out. Sort items. Boom. If I was to put that in there, what order would it stick it in? Let's to put that above it. Okay, that's awkward. Whoops. Give me this and this, and this, and this. And then these are just extras. Just as it was, just as it was. Good. So this is now empty, and this is now empty. Okay, these are setups for new costumes and armors. These are the scraps to do so, because I'm eventually going to move those all somewhere else. This is all just a prototype. Okay, so that clears out one. I need to get there's probably two more chests out. Just take them up to this area. How much I got here? Full, full. What are you? Damn near full. So yeah, it's going to take at least two more. Okay, now all three of my inventories are empty. Can't believe I ran out of missiles. That's pretty funny. I'm glad I now know where I've got an endless supply of them, though, because that sucked. I ran out. I started freaking out. I was like, oh, shit. I'm definitely going to need more of them things. What the hell? And I guess I've got everything ready right here to start building. So I am going to fix myself a cup of coffee, restart this stream, restart Terraria, check and see how long it's going to be before I'm into GTA, and then before I get back at some point today, I am going to go ahead and finish at least doming off this area from the center here. If I'm correct, the center should be somewhere like right here. Center was right there. So I gotta figure out a way to dome this thing off. Either I might just go the length of this, it would be easier. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something there. Is that correct? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This would be 12. Okay. I can't answer the phone. Alright. Let's see here. That's 11 then, right? Because that would be from here. Just the blank ones. Wait, this counts as a blank one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the limit. Should have done it the other way, so I knew. On average, how small is that going to make it? Let's see the little platforms from there. How much did I have here in total before? Can I go clear from one side to the other? Oops. I can't. Okay, so let's see how big it was before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. It's 52 long. 52 divided by 2 would be, I need to add one more too. Since it's an even number, I need it to be an odd number because it's set in the threes. So factor the 3 in and around 52, and that gives me a center, and fuck it, let's just make it 53. Give me a center in every direction. Yep. And then all I gotta do is make it 53 in every direction from right here to create my center. Yep, that's precisely what I'm gonna do. Okay, but before I begin any of that, let's see, let me get my notebook and I'll write that shit down real quick because I don't want to forget any bits and pieces. And I'm gonna get me coffee and stuff and sort a few things here. Yeah, right there. jot that down as a little note before I pressed onward. And I'm gonna get me some coffee, get ready to build parts of this, depending on how long people are gonna be before GTA, and get rolling. Alright, we'll see you guys back here in just a few minutes, man. Thanks for watching, and for further content, keep watching, because what I'm trying to do from this point onward is I'm always, whenever I build or do something here, I'm gonna televise it. I'm gonna stream it as I do it, so that later I can take each video, go piece by piece, and literally see how this world unfolded and discovered and was built up. And because since this is not going to be my main farm world, I'm going to turn this into my PvP world, starting off with a thing in the center and then a special section corded off for the PvP battles. Um, yeah, most definitely. Okay, so till next time, or in a little bit, we'll see you guys later.